Oh yeah, listen very attentively so that you know why Soludo is doing what he is doing. This man, Abrezabo Mado, this Soludo is not a good person. This Soludo, we go finish you here. I won't join these people, make we condemn Soludo, make we finish him. See why this Soludo they do him. This man, they aloloane. See why they do this thing where they do now. On the 8th day of November 2025 ahead, which is to come this year, Anambra election will be holding. This supposed election, they call it the shenanigan they call election, that joke. It will be holding on the 8th day of November 2025. Here we are. Now, this is why Soludo is doing all these things way they do today. I already said, before, I was the one that used this same platform to tell Soludo I pointed to something to him. And no apologies, so, because let me use this opportunity to say it again. If you don't use Mazin Nnamdi Kanu name or this struggle, they do bad thing. They wishing Nnamdi Kanu say he no go come out for that prison, he no go there, he go die there, he go do this one. Thank you, keep on doing it, you are doing well. But I'm assuring you, you will not end well. It no go better for you. I'm assuring you that. If you are, because of maybe your brother is a one contractor getting contract from Fulani, your other brother or your family member, your friends, your in-law is a politician, they give something to you, and because you have sowed the struggle somehow, they benefit from the condition of Biafran people. And you say now the Kanu no go come out, you no go better Simon go buy for there, you no go come out, you go spend Christmas Day, you go spend New Year Day, you celebrate his arrest, you celebrate all that. Thank you, keep on doing it, but you no go die better. Do you know why I'm saying that? You go know. Listen. Just follow this program. No omit any part, no jump any part. Soludo, I was the one. Let me not stop using we. Yes, it's we, but I'm the one that led that campaign. I said, Soludo, you see this big Alphonse they call Ifanyoba. You are busy relaxing, clapping. You say, oh, Ifanyoba has set up a security vigilante group to help me keep Anambra safe. I said, Soludo, Even while Ifeanyi is doing this thing, is Anambra safe? Soludo boys answered me, said no. Even as Ifeanyi is busy giving boys guns in the name of vigilante, is Anambra becoming safe? No. All these okite still happen, it happen. All the kidnapping still happen, it happen. All the hotels that are used as kidnap dens and dumping grounds of dead bodies and cutting human parts. As Ifeanyi they do the vigilante, should be those things still they go on? Yes. Is Ifeanyi free of those things? Now I go answer that one. Now, and I'll tell you, I told Soludo, I said, this Ifeanyi you see today, I mean these people in the name of fighting IPOB, Ifeanyi knows that IPOB has no problem. Or the Biafran struggle has. That Ifeanyi is only doing one assignment. Ifeanyi left his political party. You saw Ifeanyi the snap picture with Kashim Shettima. Ifeanyi struck a deal to do anything it takes, no matter if it means wasting everybody in Igbo land to become a governor. Who will assist him? Fulani. How would they do it? INEC will write the result. I said, Soludo, how? Why are you so relaxed thinking that Ifeanyi is an arming vigilante group? Is he the chief security of the state? No. Why is he then arming the men? He was preparing for election. I persisted. I kept on sounding that note of warning until Soludo watched my program. As Soludo watched my program, then Soludo had to arrange with some other men in the state. You see this offer? They collected Ifeanyi offer that place and they arrested the situation. The rest, they say, is history. Why? Am I happy that an Igbo man died? No. Am I happy that a Biafran man died? No. Did he accept that he's a Biafran man? No. Am I happy that a family lost their breadwinner? No. But am I happy that a man that is proud, that he is a traitor, that he will stand on the way of his people, was quenched, stopped from doing that? Yes. Ifeanyi began to groom some people, broke into Nnamdi Kanu's fold, began to use some people for different purposes inside it. Then a splinter in the Nnamdi Kanu's led struggle for the freedom of Biafrans began to now become play the role of the devil's advocate. They now begin to lead campaign. You begin to ask, what happened? That these people are the ones even shining the torchlight on how to get the people they were once in the struggle together with. The other one will say, I am China Sangoru. Hey, anybody who is in the forest, come out. Hey, DSS, go here, arrest them. I say, eh? So truly, the group you were a member of are now suddenly den of criminals. Then they begin to destroy people's houses. The other Kurumiri, who is a never do well, now began to now till today, because they told him that a clown like him, that after all other illiterates like him are jumping into the politics, so how much more him, that at least he can talk. He said that there are many people, there are many fools like you who are doing the things. They are leaders today now. You can do it, you can do it. He said, Abi, he laughed, he said, okay, so cool. Don't worry, I will destroy them. I am going to help you. Now they began now to confess to the goodness of Lucifer. That is what Nnamdi Kanu said. Just give a Nigerian. So he said now he is a journalist. He's no more an IPOB member. Then he said in my program a lot. I shared. I think I still have even those messages that he was the one that he was the one that called the gun, called the shot in the DOS people. I said, including China Samuru, he said everybody's under him. He told them what to do. And graciously he was. And what happened? They began to go after our men, cutting down people whom they were once together with. Eventually, some of these men were already committing crimes. Then Simon Ekpa said, we are going to stop anything ESN. Because this is not the people, the reason Nnamdi Kanu created. And so far, anybody who was caught in crime relating to Biafran agitation were those people then. Why? The money Nnamdi Kanu was giving them to service their families, to keep up their families, these criminals, stood on it. They were not getting anything. That was why when you saw those people, those of them then, they confessed. I have played that video, Ejima, Onyami, and all of them that were involved in criminality. Because they were dispersed. Chinasa said, leave the bush if you are not doing this under volunteer. So that when they do under volunteer, their family will eat grass and eat stone and drink sand. So you are wiser than Nnamdi Kanu that said they should be on payroll. So now, you see, these things continue to go on. The Ifeanyi Oba, the then now late, was already all promising them all of them will be brought into the political field. The other Kado White, who was supposed to be a lawyer to the detained leader, now was already going to buy tickets. Then the Mkpuru Ruago took the courage to come to the media to say, yes, I am a politician, a born politician. I have had a dream, so I cannot be part of this trend. I say, hey. So after you had destroyed, so that he is the right person that should be arrested though. So after you had destroyed everything, because you made us believe that what you people were doing was destroying. Now you want to join politics. It's okay. Now what happened later? The Ifeanyi Oba began to now grow, cutting deeper and deeper, and these people now began to deviate totally. Now indirectly began to fight Nnamdi Kanu, trying to indict him, including the Mkpuru Ruago. Then Chena Samwa Slave was doing his own more stylishly, while calling Simon names. Then until this Mkpuru Ruago now said, oh, if he had known that Hope Uzodimma was really a good man, that he would have been started working with him since. So now he's working with the Hope Uzodimma now. And you still remember, he still say he stand with Shina Sanworu, and Shina Sanworu stand with him. But when you tell Biafran people that this is what they have been working for all along, they say no. That was why when you see Shina every now and then, he tell you that these politicians are not really bad. Indirectly telling you Nnamdi Kanu was raising false alarm. But that is not the case. Let us now come. So that same election that Ifeanyi Oba was trying to come in the support of Fulani, which was why I was raising alarm, because he would be more dangerous than any Igbo politician dead or alive because of his level of desperation. Already his businesses were gone. Yes, the Nigerian state has already crippled him. He was hungry, if not for that political position. For that big rich man he used to be using the business atmosphere, he was already going hungry. So the main base or the main source of sustenance was politics. So he was ready to do it so desperately. The things people used to know about him became past glory. That is why Anambra election, they had to collect that stuff from him. The rest, they say, is history. After they collected that stuff, today, where is Ifeanyi Oba? They stopped him because we said he should have stopped. He's too desperate. These other ones are desperate, but I use the word too desperate. He was too desperate. So the level of harm he would have caused would have been irreversible. At least we can manage these ones for now until our total restoration. Now, that election, that vigilante group he put up, he went to Senate and made some boasting. Before this whole thing was happening almost the same time. Then Simon sent boys to go and stop those bunch of criminals he was gathering in the name of vigilante group. Helping situation. Now that is why Soludo now has come. Soludo is doing this good work. I thanked him. I'm thanking him. Just watch on, you will see how I will turn the narrative now. Because we really need to praise him. He has done good. Soludo has done good. But it's because of this election, come 8 November 2025, here we are. So now Soludo want to make sure that none of his opponents have guns in their custody. Operation cleansing, Operation sweep. Operation Bochan and Sacha. Before that election, all his political opponents would have been totally weakened. If you see anything with anybody, it will be then gone. Nobody will have any automatic gun. Gun will be totally out from anybody's hands. Of course, he knows that IPOB, the Biafra movement, will continue to be in possession of guns. Because he knows very well that they are not his problem, that they have never constituted nuisance, that they have never been involved in anything crime, especially under Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, not the other ones that thought it was an avenue to make wealth. Yes. So now those criminals, everybody now, every political talk today now will be from this security outfit Soludo created. You see this security outfit, these are the talks, the only people that will operate with guns until election come and go. Please use your diary and record whatever Ekpa is telling you. We told you before you have seen, we are telling you, you will see. So when you see some of these boys who tell you they are Biafra agitators on the social media spaces, like this one I'm showing you in the picture, in this my headline, this one here, this guy on red, they don't really have anything to do with the struggle. They want to build a page. They told them that social media is paying, so they will do anything to protect that camp where they are praising whatever those people who will give them followers say. So far they praise and say what those people like. They will keep on having followers, but they don't know that DOS was having more followers than them, but it will only endure for a while, and they will now begin to regret for embarking on an unjust cause. They don't know. People who stand in the truth are so unshaken. Time will come, season will be gone, they are still standing fervent. Yes. This is that. But let us now go into the root. So join us as we take it bit by bit. Bagam. We go there. Lovers of freedom all over the world, I greet you. I thank you, fellow Biafrans, all people who seek for freedom, who seek for justice, stand for it firmly in so doing. I greet you, and I am bringing greeting from Chiokika Biama Ekekero Wanyapremi Henile Abasibon Kenyon. I am coming to you today. We followed up the development in Anambra, Old Anambra, where Charles Chukwuma Soludo, professor of economics, is the governor. I want to react to a lot of things today. I played a video from one of our brothers who is domiciled in Finland, the fat black guy who is always giving us updates about our PM Mazi Simon Ekpa. I have a lot of things to say today. That young man was pouring vituperations, giving threats, warnings to Charles Chukwuma Soludo, and he was doing it in the name of Biafra. I want to use this opportunity to recommend his video. That video, I think, is within 48 hours ago or 72 hours, where he was given 60 days to Soludo and the other governors there. All of us know we are not friends with this proxy agents of the caliphate, whom we call governors in our land today. Everybody know. But the angle where this guy and a lot of people who see from his lenses, whom to me, all of them cannot be saboteurs like we have always used in this struggle, but some of them are just ignorant. One, some of them are just people who want to ride on a horse back, rightfully or wrongly. What do I mean? A lot of them want to rally round Ngozi Orabueze, just like so many people did when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured. Yes, there was some people who had some privilege as DOS hitherto. And immediately Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, they were the first people to start the blackmail, and that they used to discredit Simon Ekpa. But because our people have a problem of connecting back to yesterday, so I want to refreshen their memory. They now, a lot of these never do wells. Now all of them jumped out. As we had it then, they became deadly media warriors who were having their cards recharged and having some tips for doing the devil job and playing the devil advocate, because they wanted to make sure that the name of the man whom Nnamdi Kanu has seen as a just man who can take up the cause, they want to have him totally blackmailed. So now they were riding on that horseback. This is what is happening today. These ones are riding on this horseback. That is why you will see they don't want to have anything to do with amplifying the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as it were. And also, they are doing everything to maintain the status quo. What do we mean by the status quo? The current situation in our land today, our land is bleeding. Yes, we understand, we run things here. We once belonged to political parties in Nigeria. We played politics here. But the truth be told, Soludo, the election of 2025 Anambra governorship is heralding. Soludo is doing something because Soludo knows that he is not returning if the status quo remains. The level of bloodletting in our land is just too much. It's alarming. It's alarming. It is not something anybody can go by. That guy used his platform to condemn Soludo, just like what all of them that are following Ngozi Orabueze are doing. Soludo is not our friend, even though he used Nnamdi Kanu to shine both people's minds to come to this governorship today. He turned against us. He's not our friend. He cannot be. But the work he is doing currently as it is now is wonderful, marvelous. Soludo was at a point crusading. His state was bleeding. So because he was told that it was the Biafran agitation that was responsible, he had to begin to crusade in that line. Today he has instituted a security network that is doing a very wonderful job, even though there are some oversights where, and that is why we must be careful in using non-state actors in doing things. In this agitation, you will say it is still non-state actors. No, it is not a non-state actor. This is in fact the most genuine state actors acting, because this is based on popular opinion. Mazen Namdekano, why all governors want to quench his light is because he is the only cock that crows. He's the man that calls the shot. Not because he has the money to fund or gather rally people. No. Because people knows him, he knows his people. People know him as their leader and he knows his people and have worked in that line. And he is the same person because of his spiritual affinity. He had to connect to a son whom he is well pleased, with whom he is so well pleased, who does like him. So in that line, that was why you heard some of the barristers who were in certain television stations defending this, that whoever is today, that you people cannot separate who is Simon Ekpa's followers and Nnamdi Kanu's followers. So when some people asked me questions somewhere in the other platforms yesterday because of program I did, when I told them Exonerates deliberately want to downplay Nnamdi Kanu's case, and already in aftermath of the Finland Convention, she said something, and that thing still stands. That she noticed that some people in the other flank wanted to work for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu so that they will stop the Finland Convention. She is still standing to that. That is why she don't want to mention Nnamdi Kanu. She don't want Nnamdi Kanu to she don't want that freedom. That's why she don't want to mention anything about that. Then, let us proceed. I am very sure a lot of you will not like because you are still seeing for her lessons. That's okay. I don't care. I don't care. So now you see, you notice, let me relate to what I'm doing today and what is happening to me. When Simon Ekpa was not yet fully adopted by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but was working for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he was flourishing in his platform. After the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he was so satanically destroyed image-wise. He began to lose thousands of his followers. Did he give up? No. He had to stand on that path of truth. He stood. And as time went on, the blackmail intensified. He said that he knows on the long run, people will still know the truth. And on the long run, people began to realize this. That is why the barristers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had to even make it very clear that nobody can separate between Simon Ekpa's followers and Nnamdi Kanu's followers, because the cause of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is what is sustaining. That is what we are still doing today. So now, the person that, if you remember, there are times you will see somebody do something bad as a governor or whatever, Nnamdi Kanu will condemn them. When they take anything that look like good step, he will still praise it. Simon Ekpa will do the same. Even Mbaka confirmed it. So now we are seeing that the land of Biafra is bleeding. Some of you are so much aloof and give somewhat I don't care attitude over everything. Even Asari Dokubo had to come out to cry that these guys are taking over, that we should unite. Didn't you watch his video last week? Yes, it trended last week. He is crying with a loud mouth that this is the situation. We must unite to arrest the situation. Yes, he has been used because of his greed. His greedy nature, he has been used. But that doesn't mean we will ignore the cry. He has been used. And he will still pay for that in the fullness of time. That is how people walk and grow. You don't just go just in one direction. You narrow your mind and tie your mind with bitterness. You don't. Soludo is, as it is today, doing a very clean job, very good one. Today, Akwakuko's asset has been announced confiscated. Or should we say he's been liquidified? Oh, I don't know what best professional term to use. Yes. So, a lot of his establishments have been winded down. Why? Because there is no clarity as to how he is making this wealth. But that's not just it. This guy, including Cubana chief priest, a lot of them, they made the Igbo youth believe that their hustle no longer pay. Their hard work no longer pay. babambo, as if they were not working. Now rituals and all lot of things everywhere in our land. People's effort now began to appear. It doesn't count again. People struggle, people working so hard. They were made to believe the hard work doesn't pay anymore. Okay. Even some colleagues who are into these spiritual things begin to cry out. I was watching Fenfe about 3 days ago, Fenfe Perikoma's son. He said it clearly that you don't know why. You need to go and watch Fenfe. You don't know why people are beginning to condemn Soludo. He is giving to Soludo a very massive thumb up. And the place that Soludo got it wrong, he strengthened the point. Just like I am doing today. Soludo, there are still oversight functions. These boys you are using, they were cultists. Yes. These guys you are using were cultists. We know the street knows us. And that is why we are telling you, we're in the better position to tell you they were in cultists. So they also had unresolved differences with some other factions, some other cult factions. And they are now working for the state today. Those differences are not yet resolved. So they have been given platforms. They have been given a platform to vent or to avenge or to fight their perceived enemies. So you must also make sure these things are guided. I also pleaded with you last week to make sure this doesn't turn to a witch hunt against Biafran agitation. So if you do these two things, continue, you are doing well. Make sure this is not used to witch hunt Biafran agitation. Make sure this is not used to witch hunt just people perceived enemy to the boys you are using. Make sure this work is done. Like the particular one they did 3 weeks ago, or we say last month. They threw a bullet at one of those boys and immediately gave jungle justice. Don't use jungle justice approach. Your government have apprehended a lot of these criminals. I had expected you to come and tell the world, to come forward, tell the world that you had given a false alarm earlier on, that the insecurity in Anambra was orchestrated by Simon Ekpa's men, that is Biafran agitators. So we have been waiting for you to come forward to put clarification so far, because the people that have been apprehended, the hotels where you dug up some graves, some coffins, some graveyards for rituals, it has nothing to do with anybody involved in Biafran struggle. The kidnappers you got from the bushes in Anambra, none of them have anything to do with Biafran agitation. The terrorists and bandits that have been apprehended, all in summary, none of them has anything to do with Biafran agitation. We want you to come and make this clarification. Very important. Until you do that, it will not go down well with you. Before I continue with this sermon on the mountain today, I want you, brothers and sisters, to join me in the funeral service. I don't know if by the state or by the Church of Justice Azoka, who was maimed by this group of never-do-well animals that were apprehended. Now, we play so that you join us.
First of all, it's the immediate family. Honorable Justice Azoka Ndono. Onye nwe ọgọ nwoke And those who heard them wasn't know the news. Even until this moment, it is still difficult to believe that it happened. And since I now look no man on our support to the government, I want our support to them. Manande Amelia, but they got 1,000, even if 1,000 of them are killed, it doesn't replace the precious life of justice. But it is good news that literally all of them involved in that heinous crime are now under captivity, and they will pay dearly for it. They are with us. They murdered justice, and they will also be met with appropriate and adequate justice. May his soul rest in peace. As for the family, the young family, and the children, I can see the little children, we are with you. Anambra State government is with you. They will do the needful. Alụ bata n'obodo na-achọ ịgba arọ, mana anyị chọrọ isi na nyala alụ gbara afọ ama akpọnata omenala in Jesus' name. The new wave ndị na-abazi n'ime ọfịa gabili. We don't ask people what do you do for a living anymore. I'm a traditional religion. I'm a Christian, but I also respect we have freedom of worship and freedom of religion. When I worship, man, all the women in Nigeria go where they in Nigeria can't kidnapping people. In a world where Bunyande.
Oh, sorry, we will still continue it now. Soludo is in line.
In a world when the name Yahoo, I want to say that there is a link between these people and the criminals, Okit and Andioti and so on. We've celebrated this thing for too long, and it has come back to haunt us. Scams all over. But what you see preaching all over the place, how it was tight, God will double money for you. So by 9 a.m. you find our youth, and we say, how does he feed the next day? Free money, easy money. Darkness and light cannot meet. And in Anambra, we are going to cleanse them out. Joshua and Israel, up down no gefe. As for Munezilo, I gefe Jehovah them do. Every time on Anambra today, we have drawn the line. You're either for us or you're against us. If you see something, you do what?
Say something.
You see something, you say something. With the combined effort and partnership, the new Anambra is on the way. Thank you very much and God bless.
All right, you heard him say it very clear. No verbose, no very big words. Everything is very, very clear here. Now, you know why Soludo did say that? Every corner of Anambra, these are the kind of stupid things you see. These are the stupid things you see. You see stupid things like this. Okay? Now, this is what virtually all of them are doing. Hard work has been discouraged. Yes. Now people who are working hard are made to look so stupid. So Soludo, thank you. Thumbs up. I was watching Femfe. Femfe said yes. So if the real native doctors kept quiet and these idiots took over our communities, took over our land, doing all sort of stupid things, deceiving the youths, preparing, encouraging kidnap, banditry, terrorism in our land, that our land now become a desolate land. Before today, when we come close to festive season, people want to leave the township, the urban areas where they live and where they seek their greener pastures, to go to where they find peace. Before today, when you are so troubled, when the place where you are hustling in the cities are tensed, things are no longer, you're not meeting up with demands, or you just need to rest your head, you go to the rural, to the villages. The reverse is the case today, brothers and sisters. When the Yuletide or festives are drawing nearer, the people who are in the village now begin to run away to the urban cities, urban areas. Then some who are in urban areas now begin to look for Ghana to go, some people. Today, you heard the other boy is in Ghana. He ran away. Now, Soludo said something. He said, no problem. If you said you are a diviner, you are a traditionalist, you understand the native activities, you are a very profound spiritualist that practice with genuinity, good. When we arrest you, disappear. If we disappear, we will leave you. But if we arrest you and you cannot disappear and you are still saying you are this, that you are going to be dealt with, that is where we stand. Now we are also adding, when they arrest you, you are telling them, you told them you are a diviner, you do this, you do this one. It's no more called Okit, it's Nana Wele, no problem. You told people you will do Juju now, the can will come out. Do it so that you will come out from there. Do that Juju now. All of you. Our people have perished so much. But Soludo, this work will not also be complete if you don't extend it to the churches. Their own criminality is even becoming worse than that, those of these criminals in the bushes, calling themselves native doctors. There are real native doctors in the land. Yes. There are real traditionalists in the land. Yes. And these ones must not be touched. But if you are this one and you know those ones that are doing the evil things and you kept quiet all along, Fenfe Pericoma said we should tell you that you are still somehow an accomplice by keeping mum. That is why Soludo's advocacy is now, if you see something, say something. Before he was campaigning against IPOB, today are you still seeing him do that? No, because you are not the truth. But we are telling him to come and clear the air so that the world will know. Especially now our PM is having problem. So he must step forward to clear the air and shame Peter Oluwalemba and his cohorts. That is the truth. Our land is bleeding. There is no manner of things you don't see. Soludo, thank you again. All those girls that move around naked, our land, Igbo and all Biafran land used to be people who are seen as very cultured people. Now you see girls, they have their breasts dangling in the open places, in public places. They wear panties to come out. Soludo say no longer shall this continue. Soludo, thank you for doing this. But as you have done this, I have a brother who told us that we should also tell you that because this your policy also had a strand of it that says men should be men should be seen looking like men, so men should not be having their hair plaited with dreads and all of that and scattering their body with tattoos. They are not slaves. That the tattoo is something used for marking slaves by slave masters. So you don't want that to continue in our society today. So the issue of plaiting hair, that this should be a history now. Soludo, thank you. That is wisdom. That's why we call you one bar for. But this our brother said we should tell you that charity begins at home. Your first son has been shown. Your last son has been shown. Your daughter has been shown. At least we know your musician son. So if I can't verify the other ones, at least I think I can verify, attest to the fact that I know one of your sons, the one that is a musician. But without keeping anybody in the dark, for those who have not seen this particular one I want to play, let us see this brother who is telling us to show Soludo these things, so that Soludo, why we are saying this is that this was said in Abagana, let us be truthful, but Abagana is Anambra, so they are saying, they are incorporating it, they are saying it is part of this your new laws to cleansing Anambra. That's wonderful. So Abagana is still in Anambra. So the people are asking that this charity should begin from your home. So this justice should start from your home. So they want to hear that before the month's first day of March, that at least 3 of your children should be having their hair cooled off in the Anambra correctional facilities. So let us start showing you. I'm not the one making I am supporting the motion. So, but I'm not the one that proposed it. So people moved it. I am seconding it, and the other Biafrans are seconding it as well. Let's hear.
You're supposed to protect poor masses, not intimidate us. So this thing, let me just interpret it in English language. They said, anybody with dread seen in Abagana will go to jail. Any woman who is not wearing bra and pants must go to jail because of Soludo gave an order.
Soludo and your workers, I'm asking together now. So this your boys now, why they move around the streets now? Because I don't know how they will test to know the girls that are not wearing panties or underwear, pant underwear. So this time, when a girl passes on the road, the girl will be apprehended or arrested. Then this girl say, "Well, or just aqua pants," because are you going to be using contracting the services of some of the supposed native doctors that you arrested to see those who are not wearing this pant underwear? Because we need to be put clear. We need to be clarified. Let us be put through. What exactly, how do you want to go about it? Let us continue. It's a mere rhetoric. You already know.
Must go to jail because of Soludo gave an order. This person here is Soludo's son. I don't know if it's the first son or the second son. This guy here, now our Governor Soludo's son, and they plait hair. Mr. Governor, your son, they plait hair. This is one of your senior sons. Your last born, Siam, your last son is on dread. Your last son said, "I even plate. Your first son, I be your second son. I even dread and get like me. This one, I plate. This is your daughter. Ogwoboto. Is this not your daughter? You are telling us you cannot talk to your own family Abi, you get some Anambra indigenous. Anambra, you get some Anambarians. We get more right past some Anambarians. I just want to understand this thing. Your sons cannot be wearing dread. Your daughter cannot look like this. You will come out as a governor and be telling us because we are poor masses. Not
my brother, Anambra Amarala, Butuo, one name Anambra Amarala, Butuo. Soludo, you can see it. Charity, they say, begins at home. You know what happened between Eli and his family? Eli. So that's point where Eli lost the moral ground to pretend over the people in terms of relating with the Creator. That moment he couldn't control his own family. Soludo, you are doing a very wonderful work, but that work must start from your family. Very important. Very, very important. So, fellow Biafrans, we must continue. So, because I have said so much about this young man, maybe some people didn't know who I'm talking about. See the guy and what he was saying. A little will go there.
If there is any native doctor in the whole of the Southeast that has committed any crime of murder, you can get that person arrested and deal with him decisively. But stop intimidating and insulting all these traditional worshippers, because we have told you that since you cannot prove the employment that you have given to our people, the industries that you have built for them to work, do not, and I repeat.
Okay, I had to show you so that I see what he's wearing. You listen to it in detail. Yeah, he was attacking Soludo, that he is attacking traditional worshippers. That is what a lot of people have said, how they have presented it, but that is not how it is. So in this funeral service, I showed you Soludo himself talking. You heard from Soludo himself. Those who are, so Soludo made it clear, he is not fighting the genuine traditional worshippers, but those who are using it to commit evil, they cannot be allowed. He said, because we have allowed this for too long, that is why you are seeing the crime, the evil in our land. You see, every part of our land is bleeding. Every part of our land. I mean, the whole of Biafran land. You saw Aside the Kobo coming out to cry this just last week, which is a few days ago. So now, you are seeing that the evil people no more have conscience. You saw a man, how he poured his he poured fuel on his petrol on his wife and set her ablaze. You saw the other man with the heads of Omoya Abo, the daughter and the boy, and you saw a man, different things. Yes, the other one you will say it didn't happen. This particular one happened in Ghana. A lady had to urinate inside inside the pot before she cook to public because she wants patronage. That is what the native doctors told her. That is the ritual she is doing, so that people will be coming. People come to her shop to wash plates before you eat. So this is happening. That particular one seems to happen in Ghana, but this is everywhere. You have seen videos that trended within a week or 2 weeks ago. It trended before. Cannibalism in our land, because this is what these things are bringing. Now, you see our boys becoming media addicts because this is, you saw that this supposed native doctors are preparing charms for people who are doing this drug businesses to thrive. These are the things you keep on seeing. Didn't you see it? Yes, this is it. So that is not the Biafra we are advocating for. That is not the Biafra. So we are not here to use our platforms to cover evil or to just fight somebody blindly. No. Soludo has condemned our movement, our cause, and we condemn him in strong terms. But for this one, there is need for the cleansing. Very, very important. Serious cleansing is needed. Else, you will be seen as the real traitor. Yes, they made the mistake when they found out that we were genuine. Instead of them now telling the Nigerian government that these people are even helping to make sure there is security, they now begin to blackmail what we are doing, so that the whole thing will look as if the agitation is terroristic. So I don't know why a lot of you are comfortable seeing these things. When you see somebody that is even helping matters, you want to go against the person. At least for this particular one, praise him and encourage him. It is too much. Okay. The other man, the other naughty man, the other naughty crazy man, I don't know if he was the one that arranged his kidnap, because it is very, very possible. It's very, very possible he arranged. That man is not trustworthy at all. That was how Al-Kwakoko came out and said nonsense the other time that kidnap, if you went home and say, hey, this is their sit at home. It was a cover-up. Maybe you need to investigate that kidnap also. Now, what I am talking about is this particular cleansing is in our favor. That other man, did you see how he revealed a lot of things? That other man, should such a man be working freely in our society today? He should be facing the charge of porn, showing porn, nudity. He gathered young girls and young men, old women, and told them that they will use their body to be making money and be getting customers, and the other ones will be doing the juju and whatever things, and they were having customers. Fraudsters, they are fortifying fraudsters, and was pouring Nigerian own money. Now, the Nigerian government will now go after helpless people, but they will see somebody like that pouring Nigerian own, even if he make a claim that he later pick the money. So the people that pour money, throw money up in occasions that you arrest, they did not later pick them, they later burnt the money. Did they later burn that one, or they swept it into the dustbin or to abyss? What? Did they not pick the money? So this one will tell you, oh, the money he was pouring in the water or inside the water wall, he later picked them, and you let him go. That awele that he said he was doing for them to get this money, he must do it for himself, so that you people, you see him do it for himself, so that he will stop being hungry. The wife, supposed, has come to open up that that this man couldn't even provide food though. So they arrange for all these things. The scam is too much. It was the height of the more you look, the less you see. Make believe. Make them believe. Let them be seeing the backhand and be thinking it is the right hand. That is what they have been doing to the public, to the populace. And it needs to be stopped. Soludo, thank you for working on it. Like I said, this your work is so haphazard. If you can't link to the sponsors of the crimes, it's not enough to arrest the real boys on the field. There are people that sponsor them. If the sponsors are not gotten, the problem has not been solved. They only go back to reinforce. That is the truth. They only go back to reinforce, replan, and bounce back. We were complaining some time ago, oh, we were feeding people, especially let's say in South Africa, some going back to share Ogwike, and that this is why we are having the effect in our land. It is possible. Today now, our youths are becoming Miri boys. Even elders, Miri boys. So why not we do the right thing? Get it from the taproot, and it will never germinate again. Thank you. The message is already long. Remain blessed as you keep on following. We will do revelation on something more deeper. Yes, we will do revelation on something more deeper today. Today. The question Biafrans are not asking they will have to start asking today. I gave a preamble. I tried to shine light on something, but it's just a flash. I told you what happened when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, how Simon was not the person in charge as at the time, how the DOS was having the upper hands, they were having more followers because they were already there in that particular structure. But when people saw that these fallen angels, these people have fallen astray, and the person they were blackmailing eventually became what God made him to be, destined for him. So that's what you must see. Today they are, they are still thriving, they are still, shining. Yes, but it will not take time. Truth will begin to unfold. So thank you for following up. Share. We have reached a little consensus with this platform. Very soon we will have a new one. But for now, we will be allowed to use it because they feel we are doing a very important work that we don't need to start just a new page now. Let's do it before they will take the page finally. Thank you. Share, comment respectfully, and let your argument be constructive and make sense. Thank you. Share. Like Ekpa Sukwo. We'll meet again in a couple of hours or much later, I will say it.